We started our discussion about the Appellate Tribunal in the previous video. We are going to now move on and see what is the process of filing complaints with the Appellate Tribunal and what are their powers, how can they, what all can they do with respect to the decision already taken by the Data Protection Board of India. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on data privacy, and as I said, we are going to talk about the processes and powers of the Appellate Tribunal and navigate more into the DPDP Act 2023. To file an appeal, you have a prescribed format. Just for the introduction sake, Section 14 of the TRI Act, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, 1997, talks about an Appellate Tribunal, and the same tribunal is acting for the DPDP Act 2023 to take care of any disputes against the decision taken by Data Protection Board of India. Data Protection Board of India comes into picture when a principal files a case against the fiduciary when he is not satisfied with the responses of the fiduciary. Board has other things also to do, and you can watch other videos talking about the role of the board. But if in case board takes a decision and the principal or the fiduciary are not satisfied, then they can go to the Appellate Tribunal. In a prescribed format, there is a fees, there is a documentation that you have to do. You have to provide the evidences, the board rulings, the case evidences. The more documented the case is, the better it is for the tribunal to understand and take a faster resolution. There is an online submission. Tribunal is absolutely digitized. You need to include your supporting documents and evidences, and the appeal is to be filed within 60 days of the board's decision. If in case you are not able to file this appeal within the 60 days, then you should be able to demonstrate that there is a sufficient reason why there is a delay. If you are able to explain that, then you can definitely file the appeal. Board may accept your appeal in that case also. The hearing mechanism is simple. Both the parties are sent notices. They are asked to represent themselves with respect to the case, and that representation could be physical. They can come on physically and do a convenient, efficient hearing. But as I mentioned, that the tribunal is fully digitized. The tribunal allows virtual hearings also if required. There could be cases, and since it's a digital court, then there could be cases that most of the things are actually done on virtually unless someone wants to have a physical hearing. And once the hearing is done, then the board can take a decision depending on the law, but depending on the other precedences that they can see in the related matters. Tribunal aims to resolve them in 6 months, and if tribunal is not able to resolve it in 6 months, then even the cause of the delay needs to be documented, that this is the reason why tribunal was not able to handle it within the 6 months. The concerned order would be communicated to all the stakeholders, which means principals, fiduciaries, maybe even processors if involved directly, or if they are not the fiduciaries, and the Data Protection Board, and their order would be taken as a decree of the civil court. The civil court is responsible to ensure that it gets enforced. The authority of tribunal is to study, review the board's decision, do a proper thorough hearing as we spoke in the last slide also, and then they are allowed to confirm that the board is taken the right decision, modify board's decision, maybe they reduce the penalty, maybe they increase the penalty, right? Or set aside the board's decision and take a fresh new decision. So the tribunal has the power to do either of these things. These orders are legally binding. As I mentioned in previous slide also, it's as good as the lower civil court, and the lower civil court has to execute it as the decree, as a decision taken by the civil court itself. The orders can be transmitted and executed through the lower courts, enforced through the lower courts. The challenges that the tribunal court has, and again that's a evolving thing. DPDP Act with no full rules also. These are evolving things. Workload can cause potential delays. We know our courts even otherwise are overworked, and there are a lot of delays in natural cases. Thankfully, the board and the government decided to have a dedicated appellate tribunal, ensuring that your case is not one of those other civil cases. Right? So you expect a faster resolution, but there could be delays, there could be procedural hurdles, and there is a bit of more difficulty in ensuring digital inclusivity in all regions. Suppose a complaint has come from a village or a not so convenient digital area. and you want to do an online hearing, you don't want the person to come all the way to the nearest metropolitan city to get the hearing done, then there could be some digital issues that the person is not able to do proper hearing, proper connectivity is not there. So these challenges the Appellate Tribunal could face. The opportunity, however, is that they can strengthen the trust in the legal system. If the Appellate Tribunal is able to actually resolve a case in 6 months, it's a part of the judicial system, and principals and fiduciaries' confidence that their complaints are getting resolved quickly is very high. Complaints in the normal judicial system take so long that many a time people end up withdrawing complaints in between, as their justice delayed is like justice denied. But considering that this is a new system and dedicated for data privacy, the resolution times are expected to be better. Global benchmarks can be set using through the Appellate Tribunal, that in India the tribunal things are fully digitized and appropriate timely decisions are taken. So it's a huge opportunity for us to showcase to the world that we take quick decisions, good decisions, and all digital. So that's about the power of the Appellate Tribunal. I hope you like the content of my video. You can press the bell and the like icon, subscribe to my YouTube channel to get daily updates on data privacy, and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.